guys, it's Iglo here. You're welcome to my YouTube channel. You're welcome to this tutorial. So if you're just coming into the channel for the very first time, please go ahead and give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel, share this video so that others can also benefit from the knowledge, and as well turn on the notification button so they can be the first person to be notified anytime I post valuable content like this. And if you're a returning subscriber, viewer, I appreciate you. You get my MVPs. Thank you so much. Thank you for the love and the encouragement. Right, so in this video, I don't want to take much of your time. What we'll be doing in this video is how to transform your boring background, with just a little touch, and how to take your background to the next level. You understand? The background of your image or your photos to the next level. You understand? If you look at this image now, this image was shot like this. So now we're going to look at how we'll be transforming this image. And let me say this right. When it comes to background transformation or background manipulation, you really don't need much. You don't need to do much. You understand? So just a little touch, right, can totally change the whole story, just for you to find the right way to do it. You understand? In this video, I am going to show you how to, without stress, how to manipulate your background in Photoshop, how to change the background of your image in Photoshop. So we are heading straight to Photoshop now, where we'll be doing the manipulation. So this is the props I'll be using. So I'll be using this prop to manipulate the background, right? Just like I said, I really don't want to do too much, right? So I just want to keep it simple so that this video will not be that long. So we are moving both the prop and the image to Photoshop now, right? So select the both of them, right click, then open with Photoshop. So, and also in addition, I'll be adding my retouching academy, my retouching action, like in total, right? My action in total. So I'm going to attach everything to this video, and also my color grading presets, both for melanin, light skin, and everything. So do well and check the description of this image, and follow the link and see how you can get it, right? So if you look at it, the image has been resized, right? So now if you look at it now, just like I said, that if you are manipulating your background, right, one thing you have at the back of your mind is that make sure that there's a little bit of complement between what you are bringing in and the default background. You understand? I know you ask me now that what is the complement between this and this, right? So I'm going to show you, right? I'm going to show you. So first thing first, we're going to separate the subject from the background, right? And to do that, we're going to select the subject. I'm selecting the subject now because it is the background I want to work on, right? Not the subject. So we need to separate the both. We need to separate the two. You understand? But then we need to zoom in a little bit and see if the selection is properly done, and if it is not, we just have to manually do the selection ourselves, right? And that's what I'm doing now, because you need to pay attention to details. You understand? Because the goal is to keep it real and keep it natural, in as much as it is manipulation. Let's not look as if, oh, this is manipulated or something like that, right? So just go through and make sure that you do the selection proper. Yeah, do the selection proper. You can see this part, right? So I think we are good now. So I'll just feather it to let's say 2. Let's say 2. Okay. Then come to this select and mask. So after clicking on select and mask now, so we're going to work on the edges, right? So I've picked my brush now. So what I do basically here is to just follow the edges, right? So that by the time I add the external background, so you don't look as if something was added. I want everything to look natural as much as possible. You understand? So just follow the edges. Yeah, you can see, just to make sure that everything looks natural. Alright, think you see, I think this one, the selection is even perfect here. In some cases where, especially when, um, especially when the colors contradict, when the color of the external background and default background contradict. So that's when you have a lot of work to do. But I think in this situation, we really don't have much to do here. All right, so I'm just like doing this so that because I pay attention to this very very well, which is very, very important because if you are used to this channel, you agree with me that I like I usually emphasize on that paying attention to details is very important. You understand, because that's what will stand you out as an editor, as a retoucher, as a photographer generally. You understand, so you really have to pay attention to detail as much as possible. Yeah, I think we are good now. We are good now. So come down, move down, select on this output tool, right? Click on this arrow, click on, then select layer mask, then select new layer, right? We are creating a new layer now. Yeah, so a new layer has been selected. You can see that the subject has been properly selected from the background, right? Like this is a complete, a perfect separation, right? I mean selection. So now click on the background, and let's go and bring the prop that we want to use to manipulate this thing. But then before we take this thing there, so I really don't want this part that looks like a door, this thing, right, edges. So I really don't want, so I just have to get rid of it. Just pick my patch tool, and just select, right, select it, select it, select it very very well, very well. Then right click and fill. Then here it's going to be content aware. Yeah, boom. I think I'm good. Yeah, just get rid of these ones. Just get rid of these ones. Just get rid of these ones. Alright, so before I move it there, let me show you something, right? Let me show you something. Now, if you look at this place now, there seems to be like a sun ray, like a light reflection on this part, right? You can see, right? So let's move it to that. Let's move it to that place, and let me show you something. So Command A, that's to select, right? If you are using Windows, just Control A, Command A or Control A, then Command C or Control C to copy. Then come to your image and Command V to drop it, right? So drop the image now. Yeah. So extend it till it fill the whole frame, or how you want it. It all depends on how you want to position it, right? Just want it like this. Yeah, perfect. I think this is perfect for me, right? Yeah, okay. All right, good. Now let me show you something, right? Let me show you something. This is the original background, right? Now if you look at this image was shot with a backlight, and the backlight is not just a backlight, it is a gelled light, like it was gelled red, right? You can see the light reflection here, you can see the light effect here, you can see it from the back, right? So, and bringing this with this sun ray or light reflection here, like in a way, has made the work easy for me. You understand? So, and this is what I mean when I say that in a way there should be a complement between the external background that you are bringing in to manipulate the default background, because when either in color or in whatever, when there's a compatibility, when there's a match, so it makes the whole thing, the whole workflow easy for you. You understand? So now let's just go ahead and start what we need to do. All right, so just take note. So after this now, return the original background. So now we are going to use blend mode now. We are going to apply blend mode on this prop here, this layer one. So click on this layer one, come to blend mode option, and be searching through till you get the best one, right? So this is what multiply is giving us. This is what color bond is giving us. Linear bond, darker color, lighting, no. Screen, no. Color dodge, 2 hash. Linear dodge, add, 2 hash. Lighter color, it's just there. Overlay, sorry, this is overlay. Okay, I think I like overlay, right? I like overlay, but then let's still proceed and check the rest. This is soft light, hard light, hard light, hard light, hard light. Hard light is also not bad, but I think in a way it's also kind of too harsh. So vivid light, vivid light, okay, harsh as well. This is linear light, harsh. Pin light, hard mix, difference. This is flat. Exclusion, subtract, oh, it's gone at all. Divide. Ooh, this also gives another feel. Like, I love this, right? I love the feel that this is giving. You understand? I love the feel that this is giving. So, okay, so let's see hue. No. Saturation, no. Color, no. Luminosity, no. So I think I'll just go with overlay. All right, I think I'll just go with overlay. So now, if you look at it now, so let me show you. You can see how the whole thing complement. You understand? So this is so real, right? This is so real that you would think this prop was a setup upon which this image was shot. You understand? So this is how to easily manipulate your background in Photoshop. We're not done yet. I'm just trying to explain something, right? And guys, if you watch this video to this very moment and are yet to subscribe, please just go ahead and give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification button, so that you can be the first person to be notified anytime I post valuable content like this, right? So do well to share this video as well, so that others can also, benefit from the video. So now the next thing we are going to do is I want to create a vignette to this image, right? Because I really don't want the attention or the whole focus to be like everywhere. I want to direct the attention or the focus to the subject alone, right? The subject. And to do that, we're going to use a radial gradient in Camera Raw filter. That's what we'll be using, right? So, and to do that now, create another layer, a separate layer, Shift, Alt, Command E. If you're using Windows, it's going to be Shift, Alt, Control E. Right now, another layer has been created. So come to filter, come to filter, come to Camera Raw filter. Click on Camera Raw filter. So Camera Raw filter. Now come here, click. You see radial gradient. So click on radial gradient. So now let's just cycle the image a little bit. Yes, cycle the image a little bit. So the vignette we want to add, right? It is not, we don't want to add it to the image. We just want to add it on the background, right? Because we want the concentration to be on the subject and not the background, right? So we're going to add this. We're going to add the vignette to the background so that we can have less concentration on the background and more concentration on the subject, right? So after selecting it like this, come here and invert, right? So you can see, invert the selected area of the mask component. You can just press X from your keyboard, or like take for instance X from your keyboard to invert, right? Bring it back. So I have to bring it back because that was a shortcut, right? So now you can all click here. So after clicking here, then the first thing we are going to do first is to bring down the exposure a little bit. Bring down the exposure a little bit, right? Exposure a little bit. Also bring down the black a little bit. Now you can see the heat difference that this thing is adding to it, right? The whole, like the feel it is adding to it, right? This is the vignette I'm talking about. You can see now that now there's now less concentration on the background and more concentration on the subject, right? So you can see before, after, before, after. So another thing that I want to add to the background, right, is to enhance the gel light, right? Because if you look at it, just like I said, the gel light complements the gel light that was used for the shoot complement with the props, with the light reflection that follow the props. You understand? So what we are going to do now, I'm going to do now, I'm going to like enhance the gel light. I'm going to enhance the light at the back so that it will look more rich. So, and to do that, I'll just come to curve, right? Just come to curve, then click on red. You can see red, right? After clicking on red, I'll just come here and come to this arrow and just take it up a little bit. Take it up a little bit. You can see the effect, right? You can see the effect. So this is before, after, before, after, before, after. Guys, you can see. You can see, right? You can see. All right, so we are heading straight to Photoshop now. We're going to Photoshop now. All right, so we are here, guys. We are here in Photoshop now. So let me show you before. This is how it was before we took it to camera raw filter to add the vignette, right? And this is the after, right? This is the result, guys. You can see the heat difference, right? This is before, after, before, after. So now you can see, you can see, you can see. So another thing we're going to do now, so I just want to blur it a little bit, right? I just want to blur this product I added a little bit. So, and to do that, I'm going to create a separate layer, and select the background, right? Separate layer and select the background. So I'm selecting the subject first. Yes, make sure the selection is properly done. Select the subject first. Alright, so the subject has been selected now. Okay, let me make sure that the selection is well done. Yeah. Alright, I think we are good now. So come here, right click, then click on select inverse, as you can see. So the distance has been inverted now. This background has been selected now. So come to filter, come to blur, then from blur go to Gaussian blur, right? Gaussian blur. So now it's on 8 now. This is before, after, before, after. So we can actually reduce the opacity later, right? So we just go with this 8. So let me show you. You can see, like, so it's looking kind of too much, right? So this is okay. Let me deselect first so that you can see it very well. This is before, after, before, after. So because just like I said that the goal is to make sure that everything looks real and natural. So we don't want to like overdo anything, like, right? So we just reduce the opacity a little bit. Let's say 60. Yeah, 60. This is before, after, before, after. Yeah, this is fine, guys. This is fine. This is fine. So now the next thing, I'm going to use curves to add a little bit of shadow and lights to the image at the same time, so that the image can can be pop more, right? So they can use that to enrich the look and the overall quality of the image. So just come to this adjustment, click on adjustment, click on curves. All right, so here I can just add, let's say 4, just add 4 here, then here let's say 240. Yeah, 240. I think this is perfect. This is before, after. You can see before, after. So now we now have more concentration on the image than the subject. You understand? Just like unlike before, where we have too much concentration on the subject, the background, like, everywhere was just there. So there was no dynamism and all of that. But now you can, quickly see, you can see that, okay, something has been done, like the light has been directed, properly directed, the focus has been directed and all of that, right? So you can see now, you can see. So let me show you where we moved from. Come to history, come here, you can see, guys, we moved from here to here, we moved from here to here, right? You can also group everything. Command G, select everything, Command G from the keyboard, then move from here to here. From here to here, guys, this is amazing, right? This is amazing. This is how to add external background to your image. This is how to manipulate your background in Photoshop. This is how to change your boring background in Photoshop in 2025. Just like I said earlier, that when you're manipulating your background, you have an image to manipulate. Sometimes, or most times, you don't really need to do too much, right? You don't really need to do too much. Just a little bit, just a little touch can change the whole look, change the whole thing. You understand? So you just know what to do, find the right way to do it, and how to do it. You understand? Once you know what to do, how to do it, right, and like finding the right way to do it, trust me, you are good to go. Because if you look at this image now, of course, a gel light was used. Not that the image was bad before. The image in itself is good. You understand? So the lighting and everything like was perfect, right? But you agree with me that what we have now, is more dramatic compared to what we have before. Because before, in as much as before, was looking kind of like okay, good, right? But it's not looking flat. It's not looking ordinary, just usual. It's just there compared to what we have now. You understand? So this is how to elevate the quality of your image. This is how to take your image from one level to another. You understand? Via background manipulation. So guys, just like I said, I really don't want to take much of your time. I just want to briefly show you how to manipulate your background in Photoshop. We've come to the end of this video. Let me know what you think about the video, and if there's any topic you want me to talk about as far as photography is concerned, photo retouching is concerned, background manipulation is concerned, do well to drop that in the comment section, and trust me, I'm going to do justice to that as soon as possible, right? And I'm also going to attach my retouching and color grading videos linked to this to this video, so that you can watch them and see how you can retouch your image. Watch out for my next video and let me know what you want me to talk about in my next video. And trust me, I am going to do exactly that, right? So guys, see you in my next video. Bye.